Wyatt Levin,
Broners.
Brett Barber,
Mr. Braun.
How are you, man?
Brett.
Oh, yeah.
You guys both coming along for this ride along?
Yeah.
Yes! It's about time we have 2 people in the car at one time.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, man.
Okay, Wyatt, question. You just came off of a big win from the Cup. This is actually your 2nd Cup that you've won. Obviously, you're doing something right to get your team ready to go and compete. What do you mentally do to prepare for the Cup personally, and then for your team as well?
So, a couple things. First, like, you got to start talking about it way before the Cup.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
you can't just start bringing this up and getting guys excited when it's seeding time. Like, it takes a while for these rookies that have never been through big competitions to really grasp like how big it is.
Yeah.
And you got to start planting that seed from the beginning. So we're talking about the Cup and how it's scored during the Premier League and the Viper and all the other things by saying like, hey, we need to monitor this because we need to be good at this when the Cup comes. This is how the Cup is scored. And just like planting that seed, I guess, getting people excited long before the Cup ever comes. That's one thing.
Okay.
Another thing is prepping for area. Like, we had to manage our area really, really well because we had a great part of our market that we knew we would produce well in. And it was very tempting to go there early when we were struggling, but we knew if we just saved that, we would have like our biggest weeks this summer during the Cup. So having a game plan for area and being strategic there is for sure going to be something that I would recommend. And then what else, Brett? How else did we manage that?
I don't think you set expectations of how many, or like we didn't say how many days we're gonna work hard. It wasn't like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays we go out early. I think you told everyone we're just gonna push as hard as we need to until it's done.
We're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or
Still to be happy about.
you're up 2-0?
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Yeah,
So I feel like we've been going between 9:30 and 10:30 for like the last week and a half, maybe. And it was never like an expectation of what days we're going out early. What are we gonna do until this thing's over and we've actually won?
Yeah, that's a good one. I guess like setting the mindset and the expectation of like we're gonna do whatever it takes and plan on working full days, plan on doing like if we're behind we go out and you're gonna be exhausted. And we kept telling the guys you're going to be exhausted. But we would put up numbers that we haven't done all summer.
And you guys did. You guys completely dominated. You had a handful, probably 4 or 5 people that had their best week, 4 or 5 people that had double digits that hadn't seen double digits. Over 100, with how many people you have in your group? 15 or so? 15, 17?
We had, and we also brought in a couple guys, which I guess is another trick that's not a secret anymore.
Dude, that was big.
But we recruited like guys for the Cup. So we had about 18 on the doors during the Cup.
18 on the doors. You recruited 2 or 3 to come out with you, and you guys had your best week you've ever had, stopping halfway on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible. All right, question number 2. The competitions that Vivint runs, we talk about them all the time. Vivint spends a ton of money on prizes. You guys are obviously gonna have an awesome time when you go to Pirates Cove. But take away the prizes. What type of money, extra money, is made for each person, do you think or anticipate during competitions at Vivint?
So it's kind of funny because you can't take away the prizes. That was what's pushing them.
Okay.
So they're so incentivized by these little things, the recognition and the travel bags and the swag and whatever. But as a result, they're making so much money. Like, and because of how everything's scored for the competitions, you know, like they started selling bigger packages and putting on better quality accounts and better books of business, so they can get more points. But in turn, their paychecks will reflect making twice as much per account. Like, so I'm actually kind of excited for the guys over the next week or two, like what their paychecks will look like. But I don't even think they realized, nor do I think they were motivated by that. It was like just we want to win Pirates Cove, we want to be able to say we're the Cup champions, and as a byproduct of that, they made a lot of money.
They made a ton of money. Okay, question number 3. what does the competitions at Vivint do, and especially the Cup because it's the very last one, but what does it do for people on your team, your reps, your leadership for the following year, next year, on a retention level?
So the Cups, yeah. I mean, I want guys to.
I'm gonna go now.
I want guys to have a really, really good taste in their mouth towards the end of the summer, right? Because if they have a really good experience these last few weeks, they're coming back, no matter how bad or tough the first half of the summer was.
So they can have 3.5 months of a rough summer, and you're telling me that because the Cup,
Censor that, but,
they'll tell me they'll come back because even though they had a rough 3.5 months.
And the
last few
opposite
weeks
too,
still.
like guys that started hot, if they weren't bought into the Cup and they've been, not pulling their weight, like they're not excited to come back. And so that's huge, because talking about what our toppers hit is fun, but like what about the rest of the guys? And if you look at the region's numbers, a lot of people do not have the same type of week that we had. Like they're starting to take their foot off the gas, they're starting to die, and we just had our best week of the entire summer. And so going into extended, there's a lot of momentum, there's confidence, there's a realization that like we can do more.
I think the biggest thing that I can take from this is that you have so much momentum going into the extended season that we do, and then going into next year, 2021. So much momentum, and the guys are pumped. The reps, I mean, your team is pumped to go see what they can accomplish in 2021. Okay, last thing, gotta give you a little shout out, Wyatt. You landed 410 deals this year, right? 410? 410. That is so awesome. Nice work. We're at breakfast.
You gotta finish exhausted.
Finish exhausted.
Finish exhausted. Here you go. Yes.